Welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin and it's winter in Italy. And the wonderful guys at Heavyocity, they are running a scoring competition at the moment, and you're only allowed to use their free foundation series, similar to what I had last year on my channel. And I think this tutorial might be useful to some of you, because I would like to show you how you can use the foundation series to do some pretty neat sound design. Let's do this! Oh, we lost Rebecca. Let it go! Let it snow!
It's a little bit fresh outside, but fortunately we have tons of firewood stored behind the house. So inside it's really warm. And yeah, Heavyocity is running their scoring competition, and you can score Mayar Nouri's short clip signals. And with this very short tutorial, I just would like to show you a little bit how you can shape the sound of the Foundation Series instrument to get a kind of a signature sound, because you can do this obviously by the volume, by the panning, by the sound itself, or by creating some rhythmic elements. I will put on headphones for this and let's dive right in. So the very first trick is something that I did with the Foundation's bass. Listen to it and then I'll explain what I did. So on the bass you do have on your mod wheel a low pass filter. So this is what I started with, okay? We will record this quickly. And you can hear how the sound opens up, and we close it again. And then I went for the panning. You know, you do have the bass layer and you do have the growl layer, and this is the panning of them. So right click, learn MIDI CC automation, and then just move any knob or fader that you have. Learn MIDI CC automation, you move another one, and then you can do this. You have the bass on the left and you have the growl on the right, and then you just move them in your stereo field. Let's record this. And you have the sound moving around, which personally I like quite a lot. Then I did something to the Foundation's piano, simply working with the volume of the piano sound itself, whilst the texture is always present. Let's listen to this. So what precisely did I do there? Nothing fancy. As you know, you do have the 4 pages, your ADSR, your gate or your arpeggiator and your effects. Obviously on the piano I put a whole lot of reverb, and then on the texture I placed this gate sequencer, so you do have this wow, 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 pulsing sound in the pad. And then all I did on the volume, right click, learn MIDI CC automation, I was moving one of my knobs, and then I could blend in and blend out. You can see it here, the volume of the piano, to get this sound like the piano coming in, telling its story, fading away. You can do this obviously the same with the guitar or with the choir or with anything else. Play with these things, know your tools, know your libraries, because then you can stand out from the crowd, because you create something which is really yours. Let's head over, and this one is maybe my favorite. Let's create our very own cinematic pad. Listen to this. So what did I did there? I created some kind of a multi, and let's do this from scratch. We can take, for example, from the choir. I blend out the voices completely. I leave only the texture. And then I go here to the texture page. I switch on the gate sequencer, and then I draw in a little curve, which is something like a pumping rhythm, if you will. Something like this. Let's play this. Okay, very slowly, because the rate is set on 4th notes. I bring this to 16th notes. I leave the length. With these steps, I smoothen the movement a little bit. Okay, this is what I have from the choir. Clicking on the signal, on the symbol here, you can close it, and then I load a second instrument. For example, the guitar. On the guitar, obviously, I bring it to the same MIDI channel, like in this case here, A1. I mute for now the choir, and then on the guitar I do the same thing. Only the texture. On the texture, I switch on the gate sequencer. I do the same thing than I did before. Okay, something like this. I smoothen it a little bit. I leave the rate here quite slow because I have this quicker pumping already on the motive side. I switch this one on too. Okay, and then obviously you can play with this to your likings. You can even do something really quick. And you create your very own, very personal cinematic pad. But it doesn't stop here. Right click on the mount, learn MIDI CC automation. You move any knob or fader. You do the same thing on this one. Learn MIDI CC, you move the same knob or another one, however you like, and then you can switch off the movement, but you can dial it in. So I hope this tutorial gave you a little idea of what you can do even with the free foundation series if you play with the knobs and the faders and the MIDI CC automation curves and all that stuff. If you liked it, please leave a like, share it. You know how the YouTube circus works. Subscribe to my channel, really means a lot to me. And that's it from my side for today. See you very soon in the next live stream or in next video. Bye bye. And don't forget to make good music always.